Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're on a road trip today. It's exciting. I'm in a car park at 7:30 in the morning. It's great. Right, everybody, I just want you to bear witness. Locked. Parking's been paid until tomorrow morning. 24 hours, happy days. I'm at a train station and I cannot remember the last time I got a train. So, well, at least further than Bath. So, we're going to London Paddington. I haven't been to this train station. I've been to this train station once, I think. And that was for a job interview when I was in uni. So, good times. It was for my first placement year job thing. Oh, I need a train ticket. But today we're on the 0 stop all the way to London Paddington. I'm excited about that. It's going to be great. I'm going to get lots of work done on the train. Hopefully it's not busy. It's so much quieter than I thought it would be. I was terrified of it being really busy, but it's great. This man, straight on. I mean, like, look at this, man. I'm going to move to a table because I'm just on a normal seat and it's crunching my elbows. Still got to go miles to go to a toilet though, you know what I mean? Jesus Christ, this one's out of order. I know I'm making a big deal out of this, but I cannot believe how quiet it is. I'm not used to this at all. I'm used to getting off the train here and then just kind of being caught up in a swell of energy, you know, as everyone legs it. There's like 5 people just sauntering. I know it's the last day before Christmas, but my lord. Otherwise, I'm going to be really fucking early. So, we're going to see how it is. I'm going to hole up in a some kind of cafe, do some work before my meeting. You know the way I like to roll. I like to get places nice and early, ahead of time, nice and chill, you know? Had a lovely train ride down. It was a bit rocky, so I started to feel a little bit sick, but I'm not used to, this guy is a right joker. I'm not used to dealing with what's it called? Working on a laptop on a train, you know, that rocks about. Right, I need to get to the underground. Where do I go? Here we go, that's better. It's starting to get a bit more rushy. Right, so I need to go look at a map, figure out where the heck I'm going, because I don't actually know. We're taking the Bakerloo to, ironically, Waterloo. I feel like an outright amateur at this. I feel like I haven't done this in ages. I know what I'm doing. It's not hard. Don't think I'm getting a carriage to myself. Right, I've decided to get out of the train, the tubes, at Waterloo, and I'm going to walk to where I need to go, because it's only a 22-minute walk. Assuming I get the right direction, obviously. But look at that massive, TikTok advertisement. It's not their offices, is it? It's all starting to come back to me a little bit. I'm in London now. It's surprising how well I know this city, to say how few times I've been here. I feel like I'm confident with the main bits, you know? Obviously, it's ridiculous to even entertain the idea that I know London really well, because it's fucking huge. But I know, where all of the attractions are and how it all works. I had a brief moment of being like, where the fuck am I going and how do I get there on the tube? But it's easy, man, it's easy. So we're coming up to the London Eye. We're going to turn right and then just walk along the river for about 20 minutes until I believe we see the Shard. I might be wrong about that though. We'll go to London Bridge, so we'll go. I've also upped the fisheyiness for close quarters London vlogging. So yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? It's going to be way too fisheye for you to see, but I was starting to think that weird wedge looking one was the Shard, but it's not. The Shard's over there in that tiny little, what looks like tiny little things on this camera anyway. That's kind of where I'm going. I'm going on the other side of the river of that, I think. That's why my umbrella looks so big. But yeah, otherwise I was coming down, I've done a load of development for my project on my laptop. Thought of some more questions and things to bring up at this meeting. And yeah, I'm having a hoot. I'm having a really good time. Even though the weather isn't great, I'm enjoying myself, you know, that's all that matters. Alright Londoners, you can stop calling me out on my shit now. I think the Shard's behind this tower. It's kind of covered by the clouds, that's the reason. I did look at that one and I wondered why the one that I thought was the Shard looked lower than the square one next to it. It's because it's on this side of the river, you dingus. Tate Modern's around it. I've never been in the Tate Modern. Always wanted to, but never been in. Meant to go a couple of times with Laura, but it's always been really bad weather, as in too hot, you know. Right, on my way back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't know where I am, don't know how I'm gonna get back either, but figure out where my train is, find some food. I need a good opportunity to debrief, and I kind of want a photo for Instagram to say that I've been to London for the day, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. The advantage of a super fisheye lens is I don't have to hold the camera as far away from me as I would if it was not otherwise. I can walk around like this rather than draw station, you see. But I've got myself some lunch. I'm now kind of heading back to the train station, to be honest with you, but my train's not leaving Paddington until 2:45. So I'm kind of wondering what to do. I want to walk on this bridge. I've never been over this bridge before. I know, that's sad, but this bridge here near Tate Modern, I don't know what it's called. I've never been on it before. I've always like seen it on like TV and whatnot, and it always looks sick, you know. It's pretty cool. I'm starting to wish I brought my big camera. I'm trying to take some photos, you know. Anyway, let's go back towards South Bank. See what we can do from there. I need to find somewhere I can perch and eat my lunch. Also, Laura hates it when I like carry an umbrella like that. She doesn't look like an old man. I feel like I'm just trying to find a reason to hang around in London, so I'm just going back to the train station. We're going to go home. I got an open return, so I can just get any train back, but I obviously won't have a seat booked, but it'll be fine. Yeah, I'm walking back to Waterloo and then back up to Paddington and get the next train. I seem to have a knack for this today. It's weird. Hey. Bakerloo, back to Paddington. First train. Living the dream. Bakerloo is such a good line. I love this line. It's the only one you need, really. I'm back, boys, but my fucking jaw, I feel like I've got a lisp because my wisdom tooth is causing me right fucking jib. My bloody jaw is fucking aching like a bitch, man. I'm actually gonna take some painkillers. God damn, dog. It's only started like 2 or 3 days ago. And sometimes this happens, it like passes. God, my teeth feel really big in my mouth. Obviously, if it persists, I'll get it looked at after Christmas. It's a long time to survive, but that's life. Yeah, like it's just really, really uncomfortable, man. So you know how like painkillers, like ibuprofen or whatever, has like adult dose, 1 to 2 tablets. Who's taking 1? No fucker. You take 2 or nothing. It's a waste of time to take 1. God damn it. Anyway, yeah, the train back wasn't too bad. I was delayed in Paddington, so I called Laura and Dad to chat because it was Laura's lunchtime, and Dad just bums around all day. He was going to supermarkets and stuff. So, I'm really finding it hard to talk, to be honest. Train wasn't too bad. Did some work on the way back. Need to merge it. I'm now on, so I've done all the little like offshoots I was talking about in yesterday's video. Now I just need to glue them all together in the command handler, and then in the request handler for the mass transit. Trigger off some events. Happy birthday. We should be ready to rock and roll and scale that area now. It's going to be dope. Otherwise, like I say, I'm back. I've got another kind of follow-up phone call on Monday to discuss some stuff a little bit further. We're rushing it right up to the edge of Christmas here, boys. It's getting tight. I'm not getting my hopes up because that's dumb, but it is something that I'm quite optimistic about, I should say, and it depends on. Are we still in like super wide? Yeah, we are. Like I say, I don't know the result of. I'm optimistic about what the result will be, but I don't know. There's many different ways this can go. I'm going to stop talking. So day 2, next day, and I have been looking over what went down yesterday and like trying to wrap my head around it, figuring out a game plan. Figured that out. Happy with it. Otherwise, I've just gone through finishing off some stuff that I wanted to use Atlas for, which is to do with storing and processing the files. Should work a lot better now. And now I am literally just on all of the normal glue and then raising events, which is good stuff. Otherwise, today's been relatively chilled out though. We've not really done much. It's the weekend. It's like the run up to Christmas. Nothing ever happens now, right? So, so we're kind of a bit at a loss. So just tinkering away. I was playing around with different versions of like encryption and compression algorithms to try and figure out the best way of, because I need to store these things, even though it's temporary. I need to store these things temporarily so that other things can pick them up and then delete them. But these things could be quite big, so I wanted to figure out the best way of thinking. I mean, by quite big, I mean the chances are it's nowhere near going to be too big. And at which point, Mongo, document size limits, basically. In which case I can still use shards to shard it, but we'll get there, it'll be fine. It'll be fine, boys and girls. Cool. Otherwise, cheek update. I feel like what's happened is my molars have come up, my like wisdom teeth have come up a little bit, and like a bit of my cheek here happens to like kind of just get in the middle, just a tad, you know. And I feel like what's happened is at some point I bit the side of my cheek, and then it's kind of like, you know, it like swolls sometimes. I feel like it's doing that, but it's now like kind of in between teeth that didn't used to be there, and then it gets more and more uncomfortable as I talk, basically. So I'm trying not to talk too much. Right, boys, an update on my ability to speak. It's not bad now. I've got like a cream, like Bonjela, which I'm putting on my cheek, which is like kind of where it's rubbing against my new wisdom tooth. And it's fine now, like it doesn't hurt anymore. My mouth feels weird. It kind of feels like I've just got like constant cotton mouth, like I've just woken up, you know, and you're just like, right, man. Simultaneously, can't control how much saliva I'm producing, but also my mouth feels dry. What's that all about? Like moving my tongue is annoying. Anyway, today's been a day of, been doing quite a bit of programming today, just been chipping through on my laptop predominantly, while I've been hanging around with Laura. We went shopping, got some food shopping, and just in general, went for a shop. Didn't get out crazy excited, except for my cream, some deodorant and some food, but that's by the by. I'm trying to make out that I did some stuff today. I haven't really done a lot. I played a bit of Formula 1 as well. Like I say, not a lot going on. Tomorrow we are doing more programming. We've got to pack up before we head off back to our relative cities for holidays, for Christmas. Tomorrow is mine and Laura's Christmas Day here, and then we have Christmas Day at Laura's, then we have Christmas Day at Dad's. That's how it goes. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm trying to figure out whether to put more cream on to go to sleep with. I'm leaning towards not, because it doesn't hurt at the moment, and I feel like if I put too much on, it could be detrimental, especially when I'm asleep, when I could be like less, well, I'm thinking about it less, and probably more likely to lick it, you know. I'm like almost deliberately moving my tongue to the other side of my mouth, which is always weird, because if you ever think about where your tongue is, it's a weird thing to think about, you know. Like, think about it now. Where's your tongue, and is it comfortable? No, right? You know what? I was kind of pushing to end the vlog today, but I don't really see the point. It's not like I'm gonna, it's not like I'm gonna vlog a lot over the next couple of days. So we had our Christmas Day today. So we did like presents and stuff in bed, and then got up and just had a chill out day. I've only done a little bit of programming, although I did have a chat with someone on the mobile during the day as well. Still very interesting, we'll see. Maybe we'll have news, I don't know. Probably not this side of Christmas though, now I don't see. But yeah, it is now time to go to bed, because we're getting up early and we're going to Nottingham tomorrow to go and spend time with the fam, which is why I won't be vlogging much, so may as well carry this vlog on, boys. Keep it going, keep it rolling, boys. This is all bonus from the London stuff, you know. This is now what I meant about inevitably not getting vlogs. I need to go to bed. We're back in Nottingham though. I'll fill you in on it, it'll be fine. We'll have like a roundup video, you know. It's not going well for us, boys. Really not. I was on the phone when I could have been talking to you. Apologies. We'll get there. We will catch up. It's probably too dark for you guys, but see these three little spots there? They're little rabbits. They're everywhere. It's way too dark over there, but you can see those three. Rabbits. Should we take one home? We could take a pet. Yeah, take some snacks if you want to take some snacks in. Here we go, boys. I may as well get back to Bristol before I even tell you what's going on, eh? We're currently in Norfolk. We're in a hotel.
getting ready for bed. We're driving back to Bristol tomorrow, so I'll catch you up then. It's fine. This is one jam-packed video. With also, this is going to be a good test of what happens if the day is shorter than the allotted time for the day title in the video. Wonder what happens then, eh? Alright then, boys and girls, let's see how much battery I've got. And let's catch you up while Laura's in the service station picking me up a burger. I'm looking after the car because there's a load of shit in the back seat. Right, what have we been doing? Obviously, we drove back up to Nottingham, and then it was kind of a whistle-stop tour from there. So we got back up to Nottingham on Christmas Eve. I went to go and have lunch with my old boss from 2 jobs ago. He lives in Nottingham, so he goes back home for whatever. He's working in London now, and I tried to arrange to have lunch with him in London, but he was in fucking the Caribbean because he's an absolute baller. But yeah, so I had a wicked lunch with him, big catch up, just like talking about like obviously my own business and like what he's doing and all that kind of stuff. He's almost like he's almost like a dad, you know, like he's like the closest thing I've got to like a mentor, like advisor guy. He's really cool. I really like him. It made my day when he said he was free. So yeah, we went to go have lunch for that. Get out of the house a bit basically. So I tried to avoid staying around Laura's too much because I get like tetchy when I'm around people for so long, and their house is so hot because they have the heating on for Laura's grandma. Otherwise, we then had a bit of dinner for Christmas Eve, and then we went out to the pub, caught up with people like Sean, Daniel, John, etc. Just having a good old chat. Had a single glass of wine and was like a social butterfly, just like flitting around, catching up with everyone that I see once a year. Christmas Day, we were I went to the family pub. Our family goes to the pub. Yeah, our family goes to the pub on Christmas Day, so I went up there to go see like Nana and like a couple of uncles and aunts, and then went back to Laura's for dinner with her family. That was all cool. Living the dream. Like, I've always felt bad because her family buy me a lot of stuff, or have historically bought me a lot of stuff for Christmas because I'm there on Christmas Day. Like, they wouldn't normally, but because I'm there and there's a lot for everyone else, they kind of bought me stuff, and it made me feel bad, especially this year where I've not bought anyone else much because I don't have a job. So they like toned it back a bit more, which was a lot better. But yeah, otherwise it was like really hot. Everyone else was kind of complaining about how hot it was and then how much food there was. And I'm like, to be honest with you, I'm not that hot. And there's just the right amount of food. So who knows? But yeah, so that was just like obviously standard Christmas Day. Christmas Days are always boring. We drove then to Norfolk to go stay in a hotel and see Dad. On the way there, we've got like, stuff's been going on with me, and it still is going on, so I don't want to say what's going on with it, because I really don't know what's going to happen. But basically I've got to the point where I've given someone else a decision to make, and whichever way they decide, I'm happy. But like building myself up to do that, it's one of them things where there's 2 ways to go. Whichever one I'll go down, I'll regret not doing the other, you know? And then like 3 months down the line, it'll turn out that the thing I wanted to do is the correct thing to do. So so it's like, whatever, Trevor. But yeah, so I've like thrown the ball into someone else's court and they can all sort that out. But we went around to Dad's. We like played board games and whatnot with that family. It's so dusty, Jesus Christ. But yeah, so we played like Mr. and Mrs, Uno, Articulate, which is what we bought them. We played another game as well, but then otherwise we just had like cheese and crackers and stuff. We always have that. And then the day after that, we then went for a really long walk with Dad along the beach. It's like Wells Beach and Holcombe was where we were. So we went for a really long walk around there without the dog, because the dog's getting a bit old now and it wouldn't be able to deal with that kind of a walk. But we had a really long walk, went to the pub for a drink and whatnot, and then just kind of chilled out that day. We went back to theirs, played some more games. And then today we basically hit the road. We woke up, checked out. We haven't had breakfast. I just bit my tongue. We haven't had breakfast yet. So Laura is getting us lunch right now. She's going Burger King. Lovely. And yeah, that's it. We're caught up. We're going back to Bristol. We have today and tomorrow and then it's back to work Monday. So Laura's at work on Monday, I'll be at work on Monday. That's basically how we're rolling. There's a bit of traffic going on ahead of me. Laura did the first leg, and we are the only car in the entire car park that's facing this way, because the entrance is there. So we're the only car facing this way, because for some reason Laura did this and then drove in that way instead of just driving in. So it's a bit weird, but you know, that's life. But yeah, we're about 2 hours away from Bristol now. Hungry because I haven't had any breakfast, you know. It's been a good Christmas. It's just been like really quick. Like the 3 days before Christmas were really slow, and then it's just been like bam, 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 you know. I think I've enjoyed it more this year because I've kind of got out and about a bit more in Nottingham, particularly, where it's like harder for me, you know, because it's not my family. But in a way, like, it's not either of our family in Norfolk's either, so. But it more or less is. It's because we don't see anyone for a year, you know. So, but hey ho. Come on, Laura, I'm fucking starving, man. How big is that queue, boy? And one last day, ladies and gentlemen. Let's end the vlog today. We got home at a semi-reasonable time yesterday, and to be honest with you, since then we've kind of just chilled. We've just been shopping to pick up enough stuff to survive. We're going to carry on kind of tomorrow. We did set alarms for this morning, both of us, 7:30 and 8 o'clock, and neither of us woke up until gone 9. So that's a good sign. Laura's back at work tomorrow, so technically I am as well. It's going to be weird getting back into it. At least Laura like goes to the office to work. I've got to kind of switch back into working from home again. But I'll tell you about that thing I was talking about, including my trip to London, in the next video. Otherwise, yeah, we've just been like kind of chilling out, kind of relaxing a bit. I need to turn that DVD off. Partially because when we got back to Bristol, we tried to lock the car. No, we tried to unlock the car to get in the boot, to get all of our stuff out, and we couldn't unlock it because the key fob is like dead, needs a new battery in it. We got the spare key, that's basically the same. We couldn't figure out how to unlock the boot. We finally got it unlocked, and then we struggled to lock it again. So since then we've kind of been like locked in the house. Don't want to take the car anywhere, just in case we can't lock it or unlock it again. We tried to go get a new battery today, but the place was closed, so I need to go tomorrow. But yeah, otherwise, I got Laura to watch her first horror film with me, watched Us, got it on Blu-ray for Christmas. It's so good. Freaking love that film. It's got to be my favourite film of the year. What else? Anything else has been going on in today? Otherwise, in the fire, we just kind of did a lot of packing away, pottering, getting ourselves ready for the week, to be honest with you. A lot of boring stuff. But that's it. Thanks for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed your Christmas. Obviously, by the time you see this, like it's our months past. But hopefully, I'll be catching up. Videos like this, where I have like 300 days in one video, really help me catch up if I ever upload videos again. It's not good, man. It's not good. But we'll get there. I can't stop vlogging until I've caught up, you know? I can't quit until I've caught up. Fuck's sake. But yeah, like I say, back to work. It's going to be fun. I'll catch you later.